Hello, hello, hello. This is Catalyst Echo here from Catalyst Echo Designs, bringing you another crafting and creation video. This one is the Celtic Key Cabinet made with molds by Zuri Designs, Inc. The molds I used were the Baroque Frames Set and Celtic Knotwork molds. And I did film this on St. Patrick's Day of 2023, so it was topical to use this Celtic Knotwork mold to create something for you all to enjoy. I used approximately 40 milliliters of resin, that's 20 of part A and 20 of part B, to pour just the knotwork. What I actually did was I poured about 48 milliliters total and got all three of the elements, the design elements that I used to create this piece from that 48 milliliters. So the glass on this piece was damaged and I knew I had to replace it with something. When I saw this Celtic Knotwork mold, when I got it in the mail, I looked at it and I knew it was perfect. It was exact perfect size to replace that glass with something that was a little bit more interesting and a little bit more detailed and a little bit more stunning than I could of anything else I could have replaced it with. So here we are. We are here gluing the knotwork piece to where the glass used to go. And I wanted to point out that when painting on your base coat, don't forget to paint the backs of the molds if there's a possibility for them to be seen. That is just another way that you can create a more finished look and make your piece look more intentional. You just don't want to be looking at your piece from different angles and find some white resin peeking through when you're looking to have something that looks finished. So here I am taking the doors off so that I can go over the doors with a final coat of paint. I used spray paint for this, spray chalk paint for this base coat. I know I've used this color combination a lot, but I do really love the way that a matte black base works with the Zuri wax pastes. So another thing that you want to make sure that you are doing is check the orientation of your door. When you take a door off of something and you're still working on it, you want to make sure to just periodically check the orientation of your door to make sure that everything that you are doing to it is going in the right direction. You wouldn't want to put a little piece of embellishment on top and have it turn out that you glued it upside down. That would not work out very well. So you also want to make sure that you let your glue dry overnight before continuing to do any work such as painting or styling. That is primarily so that everything is cured up and nothing moves while you're trying to apply your, finishing touches such as these wax pastes. So here I am going over the nameplate, and what I thought for this piece, it's not attached in the final project because I thought that they could put their name in it. They could use this nameplate thing to customize this piece, since this is actually for me, is something that I may do later. So yeah. One of the things I absolutely love about the Zuri wax paste is how blendable they are. And I wanted to talk a little bit about blending this Bora Bora and the Venetian gold to create like a slightly metallic green. And the reason why I am using a brush for this as opposed to my finger for this is using a brush allows me to get the blending a little bit more together than my finger did. Using your finger to apply it, and you'll see I do that later. That's the best way to make like a high contrast kiss of like some details, and it's a lot faster than using a brush, but I find that the brush helps me blend the wax paste together a bit more and get more of my desired effect. It also creates a little bit less of a difference between like details and the background. You can also get into the little nitty gritty, small details a lot easier with a brush, but you don't really need to use it. You can completely just use your finger if you also so desire. Another thing about finishing your pieces, make sure to do the edges. Doing the edges like this, you can see I'm going over the edges with the Bora Bora right now. Not only does that help you create dimension, but it also really makes your piece look a lot more finished. So it's kind of important. I was using this nameplate as a little bit of a test to see how much of each of the wax paste I was going to need to get the kind of effect of the green that I was looking for. So yeah, and now you can see I'm going back in with a little bit more gold because it just was looking a little blue to me. And I actually really quite like the way it turned out. We'll see it in the end here in a moment. So yep, there it is. And then I think it looks really nice. I think that the gold, blue, and green effect of these colors together was really, 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 really quite, it turned out really, really quite great. And now you can see that I'm going in with my finger to sort of kiss up the details a little bit with the Phoenix Blaze. I just really love the color combination of those Zuri waxes. I know I do use them a lot, and I know that I talk about them a lot, but I really do think that it's important that I reiterate how much I like them, because I've worked a lot with decor waxes, and I've had a bunch of different types before I started being on the design team for Zuri, but really, truly, these wax pastes are amazing to work with. So here we are going in with a brush and the Bora Bora on the Celtic knotwork mold. And something really special about this mold is that each individual segment, each part of the weave has a slightly different pattern on it. There are a bunch of different patterns that all manage to be Celtic, and it is very, very special. I know it's a little hard to see in the video. Hopefully on a big screen you'll be able to see a little bit more of the details, but I will make sure to post photos as well so that you can get a good look and on that. So here we are, just going in with a brush with the Bora Bora, and I did find that laying down the Bora Bora with the brush, though time consuming, was very helpful for getting it into the little details, because each part of the knotwork piece is woven down or over another piece. And without using a brush, if I was just using my finger, I think that it would have looked a little bit one-dimensional. Using the brush allowed me to add dimension and different layers of blending, and I just thought it was really, really special. I like the way it looks too, coming out of the coming off the frame like that. Now you can see I added a little bit of the Bora Bora around the frame. In the end, what I am going to end up doing is blending that in with a little bit of wax, black wax, so that it isn't quite so harsh. I thought about doing the entire thing, and then I decided that I liked the look of just the molds themselves and the edges being kissed with the waxes. And so you can use black wax or something of that nature to blend it away. Another way, if you make some sort of a wax type mistake, is that you can use a baby wipe or mineral spirits, and that will help to remove any wax if you do something that you find that you don't like. So I really did enjoy creating this piece, and I really did enjoy the way that it came together. If now you can see me kissing the details with a bit of the Venetian gold, and they're really starting to pop. I just thought it was so pretty. I just thought that the colors that we currently have went so well with this specific mold that I had to feature it in this way with the black and wax styling. So now I'm going in a little bit with the Phoenix Blaze just to add the finishing touches and the edges and the edging in there. That just adds a little bit of extra dimension and a little bit of a warmer tone to the piece, and kind of makes the whole thing come together, at least in my humble opinion. And so, as you can see, I'm starting to finish everything up here. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of that Phoenix Blaze around the edges. I really think that helped the whole thing to just kind of pop and look a lot more finished than it did before I did that. I do that a lot, actually. I add waxes to the edges of doors and things of that nature. I think it really helps to create sort of a gilded sense of finishedness to a piece. Yes, finishedness. Gilded finishedness. And there I am going in with the black wax. So this means that the video is about to be over. I want to thank you all for watching, and please hit that like button and that subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload. And if you did make it this far, let me know what you think in the comments down below of these new Zuri molds. I will be linking everything in the description of the video. Thank you for dropping by, and have a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye!